Today I'd like to help introduce a new tool developed by the Arkansas Highway Department called iDriveArkansas.com. And to help me introduce this tool to you, I've invited Danny Straessle from the Highway Department to join me. Danny, welcome to our program, and I'd like to just turn it over to you and let you tell the citizens all about our new program that you have called iDrive Arkansas.
Great, thank you for having the Highway Department on your program. As everyone knows, there is a lot of construction coming up in Arkansas throughout the state over the course of the next 10 years. We have a lot of information to communicate to the public everywhere in the state. Not only the residents in Arkansas, but also folks who are going to be passing through or traveling to Arkansas from another state. So in an effort to help communicate that information, what we've done is we've developed a website that we hope that folks will start using as they travel Arkansas. It's called iDriveArkansas.com.
Okay.
And basically it is a map-based website. It's accessible anywhere an internet connection is available. So on your computer, your laptop, tablet, smartphone, you name it, the website is designed to look good just about anywhere you pull it up.
Right.
It's not an app. We haven't developed an app yet, but that's coming hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay, so let's just take a run through of the site here if we could. Basically, it's a map-based website, and what you see, these orange areas all represent active construction zones on the state highway system. And so this gives the visitor a quick, at-a-glance view of the state highway system as it is. This is updated continuously and gives you an idea of where all of the construction zones are. What you can do is click on any of these. Let's go over here to Forest City and click on the construction zone that we have down there on I-40. You can zoom into the map there and then click on the orange area right there. And when you do that, a dialog box will pop up and it'll tell you a little bit about this construction zone over here. Most importantly is when we estimate that it's going to be completed. Folks are always wondering, when are you going to get this done? Well, this is the best way to find out, because this is updated by our construction division on a real-time basis. So this shows you where the construction zones are. This gives you information about the construction zone. You can click out of the box up there with the X. One of the important things is how is the traffic in those construction zones? If you're going from one end of the state to another, or if you're going down to Little Rock and you're going to come down 67, 167, you're going to encounter a construction zone. So we have a live traffic feature on the site. The icon over here of the traffic light, there you go, color codes the highway. There's a map key over here that shows you how the color coding is, green being normal traffic flow, red being incredibly slow traffic. Now what you can do here is toggle on and off the construction zone. So if you go over here to the menu and click the cone and turn off the construction zone and then turn it back on, it shows you how the traffic is flowing to and through the construction zone. So let's say if you were traveling from central Arkansas over to the Memphis area and you're coming down I-40 and you see that on this application, you can say to yourself, well, I can get off here at Brinkley and get on Highway 70 and go around all that, or one of these other state highways, Highway 70, and get around it. So basically what we're encouraging folks throughout the state to do is to know before you go. Check iDriveArkansas.com before you make a trip across the state or out of the state. Find out where the construction zones are and find out where what is happening with the traffic.
And it would save you a lot of time.
Well, it'll save you a lot of time.
Cases.
And one of the things that we're working on right now is the development and posting of alternate routes. We've developed suggested alternate routes for this particular project. And in the future, not too distant future, when you click on the construction zone and the dialog box pops up, you'll have an opportunity to click on a button that will take you and show you the alternate routes that are available to get you around it. What we want to do is save motorists time. We don't want folks to sit in line. Okay, so if we can turn off the traffic and the construction zone. One of the neat things about the site is we've got, it tells you what your current location is. If you go click in this box here and type in Jonesboro, and it will pre-populate for you. Click it, the site will take you to what you have, I think it's already got us marked on there, so it didn't zoom us in. What the site will do is we'll show you your current location on the map. So here we are here at City Hall in downtown Jonesboro, and basically, if you're looking at this on a mobile device like your smartphone, what it does is it asks your permission to basically show you where you are on the map. The usefulness for that allows you to determine your location between where you are and where the construction zone is and some of the other highway department assets around the state. And so if we turn the construction back on here, you can see some of the work that's going on around, and zoom out just a little bit, some of the construction going on around the Craighead County area here. Of course, here's Highway 226. This is the Cache bypass. If you click on that, it'll give you information about that new roadway that's going in around the community of Cache. And so it gives you the highway number, what's going on, when we expect this project to be completed, so on and so forth. So it's a really handy tool to give you. You can go ahead and close out of that and zoom out just a little bit. And of course, there's great interest here on Highway 67 north up to Hoxie. You can click on that and it'll show you what the estimated completion is for that as well. There we go, 10.2 miles, late 2014. This right here gives us the ability to share with the public what's going on the highway system at any given time. We've got a couple of other features in the website that motorists will find interesting. The eye over here on the side is traveler information. The first selection is Arkansas Welcome Centers and Rest Areas. We've got a number of welcome centers around the state and some rest areas as well. The rest areas are denoted by the brown icons with the picnic tables on them. The welcome centers are at each entry point, major highway entry point into. Yep. And so if you can click on a rest area, and a dialog box will pop up and give you information about where that particular area is. You'll notice this red rest area has a red slash across it. This is the westbound rest area at Crowley's Ridge on I-40. It's closed during the duration of this project over here. We have folks that stop at certain rest areas throughout the state religiously as part of their travel when they go from one point of the state to another. That's their place. And when one of our rest areas is closed and they don't know about it, we hear from them, let me tell you. So what we're trying to do is convey as much information to the travelers about the status of the state highway system. If you click on the eye again, you can turn off welcome centers and rest areas and go to commuter park and ride lots. There are several commuter park and ride lots. There's one over here in West Memphis and several of them down in the central Arkansas area. And basically, just again, information. The park and ride lots are very convenient because folks will use those as kind of a rallying point before they go on a trip somewhere. Maybe you want to load a bus there. Maybe you want to just carpool into another part of the state from there. So plenty of parking in some of these places for folks to do that. But these are assets that we have on the state highway system, and just another resource that we can share. Probably one of the more important layers on the map here is the weight-restricted roads and bridges. This is incredibly important information because folks who drive the large trucks, the permitted loads on the state highway system have to be aware of the restrictions, the load restrictions on any of the highways. And so what you have here is these colored lines all represent weight-restricted highways. The gray icons with the pound sign on them are all weight-restricted bridges. And so if you click on it, it gives you the information that you need to know if you're a truck driver or if you own a trucking company to help plan your route and to avoid these particular areas. The hazard icon here is our weather area for right now. There's a radar feature on there. Go ahead and click radar. What we have is construction. Go ahead and click on the traffic layer as well. Keep construction on. There you go. So what you have here is a representation of where the construction zones are, what the traffic is like flowing through those construction zones, and what the weather is doing, because the weather will impact the traffic. This is designed to keep folks from having to go from 2 to 3 different apps to get traffic, to get construction, to get weather. And so we build this as kind of a one-stop shop for people to be able to see that information. Okay, we can click that off.
Okay.
And okay, at the top of the website is the contact area. Go ahead and just click that. We have enhanced the public's ability to communicate with the department through this section. We have the list of all the district offices across the state with directions on how to get there, contact information, and the like. Very easy to find now. Back up to the top, you can ask a question, and basically it's just a form. That if you want to ask, hey, when are you going to complete Highway 67 to the state line? Then you would click on that link there, and it would take you to a form. You fill it out, and it emails us that question, and then somebody answers it within a timely manner.
Yeah,
you can report a problem, whether it's a pothole in the road, or whether it's a guardrail or a sign that's down, or maybe the road's not signed the way it should be. Go ahead and click on Report Littering there. Of course, the Highway Department, in cooperation with the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission, operates the littering hotline. And it's an 800 number that you can call. What we've done is we have put a form online now where if you witness somebody littering on the state highway system or even on a city street or a county road, you can fill out the form and anonymously submit the information. Request a map, a popular feature. Folks still like to have the paper map, and so that link allows you to go online and order however many quantities you want for that. Then, of course, most important to us is the feedback. We'd like to hear from the general public what they think about our site. Questions for development, improvement, things like that. Click on construction programs. It'll take you to information about those. Go ahead and click on that one. That's Connecting Arkansas program. In November of 2012, voters voted for a half-cent sales tax in the state, and so that's funding almost $1.8 billion worth of projects. And then the Interstate Rehabilitation Program, during a special election in 2011, the voters authorized the Highway Department to issue bonds that is basically going to upgrade most of the 450 miles of our 600 miles of interstate throughout the state. So it tells you all about the programs. There's a tutorial about how to rehabilitate the interstate. So you can basically build whatever kind of a map that you want. One of the most requested features that we have, and we're working on this right now, is to have access to the traffic cameras that the Highway Department has throughout the state on the highway system. We plan to offer live video from those cameras to the public through iDriveArkansas.com. And basically how that will work, we'll probably have another icon over here that says traffic cameras. And it'll populate icons over here on the highway system where the cameras are located. And so you can click on it to see what the traffic's doing. Is it snowing out there? You know, things like that. Exactly. So we're working on we anticipate a high demand for that, so we're working on the bandwidth requirements to deliver that services to the public. Also, we're working with state police to develop an incident reporting system that will allow us to show where the accidents are on the state highway system, especially on the interstates when you have major tie-ups and as it relates to construction zones like we have there and over here in Pope County as well. So we have just stepped across the threshold into this. It's a new technology for us, something we've never done before. But so far the feedback has been tremendous. And I think what you'll see after the first of the year is an app that folks can download like you do out of the App Store. The traffic cameras, the alternate routes. We've got a lot of work to do, but we've had a lot of success.
Well, there you go, folks. This is a great program that is put out by your Arkansas Highway Department Transportation. And again, if you have any questions on that, we'll certainly have the website located at the bottom of the film that you can just watch and get on there. Danny, thanks so much for coming up today from Little Rock
and
showing us this. And again, thank you again for watching Channel 24.